Hello, guys. I just finished watching the Leeds and Man United game. Before I even start with what I'm about to say or this reaction or whatever, can you please buy me a camera? Can one of you guys please just get me something that has good quality and has space? Because I literally just recorded, or was literally doing a match reaction like on my phone, and the thing just stopped. Like, I'm actually so pissed off. Like, right, this match reaction is not gonna seem genuine now because now I'm gonna have to try and remember what I was saying now because I literally just come off the match and I find a room, I find a place, and I just sit down and say, okay, what did I see today? I saw this, and that. Now I have to fucking try and remember what I was saying now. Okay, listen. So, first of all, right, that was probably one of the hardest games to watch. Like, I think that game today was difficult. It was very physical. It was stop starts. It was like before we scored, it was like this game is like getting to the point where you're just like, you know what, it's gonna be a draw. Like, it was not looking. I thought we were really. I don't want to say we were poor, but I thought that the back, were very. They were putting us under pressure all the time. Like when we didn't need to. I thought Maguire today was, his passing out from the back was pretty poor. Same for Daya. Same for, in fact, everyone in the defense, because I think that was where we had most of the ball, and we just seemed to try, and we're like trying to play out from the back, and it just didn't work out. But it was a very hard game to watch, guys. Like, it was so tough. And the one thing I wanted to say actually was VAR. I think this is one thing I wanted to say because I saw this yesterday against Arsenal and Brentford, and I think today VAR has been flipping shit today. I thought the performance from VAR was appalling. Like, there've been so many decisions, or there were so many decisions today that were like, you don't need VAR for that. Like Rashford's goal, they're trying to look for an offside when it's clearly onside. I also thought it was offside at first because I was looking at was it number 9? Was it Furlow? I was looking at Furlow and Ailing, and I thought, okay, shit, it was offside. But then you look further up, like, no, there's number 5 for Leeds is playing Rashford on, so it's like, okay, it's a goal. But VAR would seem to, I don't know what was going on with VAR today. Like, what are they trying to do? Like, they wasted so much time trying to find decisions that were very obvious. Like, it was very clear that people were offside or onside, and I thought VAR's performance there was pretty shit, and even shit yesterday against Arsenal's game. But also, the one thing I wanted to say, and this is actually more to United fans than it is like in this whole game, because I've literally just said this game was very tough to watch. It's not a game that I would take a person who doesn't like watching football, or someone who calls football soccer or soccer, that word pisses me off. You know about that, guys. Like, it was not a game that I would literally take those people to watch because they would be bored, and they would say it's boring. It's not boring. It was just very physical, and I'm not surprised. I don't want to say it's a derby, but it's a rivalry because obviously Leeds fans, they do not like Man United. I mean, apparently they were singing about the Busby Babes, which is like our squad that died in a plane crash in 1958. Apparently they were singing about that. There's some things in football where you cross the line, and I think today they crossed the line, if that's true, because that's like Man United fans singing about what happened with Liverpool in the FA Cup with the Hillbrow disaster when there was overcrowding in that stadium. So it's like there's rivalry, but then it's like then there's crossing the line. And with the Leeds fans, they generally cross the line when it comes to United, because they do not like Man United at all. Not players, not fans, the club, everything with it. But one thing I wanted to say, and this is to United fans, okay? Garnacho, okay? Or not Garnacho, but youth players. You guys need to stop putting pressure on youth players. This is not only for Garnacho. I'm only saying Garnacho because I've seen this recently, but this is it's not surprising, how the Man United fan base is. It's like we have this thing that we want players to do well instantly, Like Vegas is getting a lot of shit, As much as Vegas, I think he's limited. He's a Burnley striker, Let's be honest, we don't play to Vegas' strength. Like, we don't put crosses in the box. He's a penalty box striker. I think that's what his stats showed me when he played for Wolfsburg. Like, I think in and around the penalty box, he's very good. But We've not provided him with those chances. But with the youth, this is what I wanted to say to Man United fans. Just chill, please. Like, stop gassing or stop giving our youth players a load of shit. They're youth players for a reason. Like, we are that club, but like, unfortunately, I'll still say it. Like, we just seem to put a lot of pressure on players. Like, as soon as they come in, whether if it's a youth player, whether it's a senior pro, we just seem to put a lot of pressure. And I understand, because United's a big club. But with our youth players particularly, I think we need to stop putting pressure on them. Like, Elanga last season, and even now, this season, although he's not been playing that much, but Elanga, he shouldn't even be playing for United. He should be on loan. He only played last season because Mason Greenwood went to jail, or got arrested, sorry. So I think that's the one thing I would say to you as a United fan. Stop putting on pressure on our youth players. You need to understand that this football club is very big on youth. We give them time, we nurture them. They're not going to come in and perform instantly. Ronaldo didn't do that when we bought him. Rooney didn't do that when we bought him from Everton. David Beckham didn't do that. So please, just chill. I've already seen a lot of people, I even posted on the account, a lot of people are just saying, oh, Garnacho, oh no, he's done, bruv. The only thing that he could be doing is smoking a ute, bruv, or smoking or bunning a zoot, which means smoking a weed, by the way, if you don't know what that slang means. But it's just like, guys, you know, just stop. Please, stop putting pressure on youth players. Like, we need these guys. The transfer window's closed. I know some people are not good. I know some people are good. But the reality is, we don't have squad depth. We're playing 3 games every single week. This is all we've got. If there's anyone that you should be blaming, is the Glazers and Joel and Richard Arnold and John Murta, who deal with transfers. Because maybe we didn't have the money in January, but again, look at why we don't have money. Because we overspent in the summer on certain players. That's why this summer, or this January transfer window, we're getting loan deals. So maybe look at that, guys, and just understand that, look, Ten Hag is just working with what he's got. We shouldn't be relying on youth players. As much as Garnacho scored today, you know, but we really should not be relying on players like that. We shouldn't be putting that pressure, you know. They should be coming there and feeling like, okay, look, I'm just developing, I'm just, you know, give them the platform, guys. Stop putting them on this platform when they perform well, and don't criticize them to a point where, like, you destroy their confidence when they're playing badly. Because at the end of the day, we can't buy players now. We need this squad until the end of the season. So yeah, anyway.